Hey, what's up, y'all? Yep, and yeah, today I am coming out with my 2021 college football most uh um overachieving, yeah, or most underrated teams. And this is, of course, according to my predictions. Of course, I already did my most disappointing teams. So now these are my most uh, underrated teams. Anyway, yes, we are. So we are gonna go from number 5 to number 1. So I'm going to begin with n- 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 number 5. Yes, we have the Michigan Wolverines. Oh, anyway, and then I had predicted them to go 8-4, but they actually went 11-1. So originally, I thought they were going to be 8-4, and I thought Jim Harbaugh was gonna get fired, but they actually ended up but they actually did what everyone said, including me, that Michigan couldn't do. Oh yes, so they beat Ohio State for the first time in like 10 years. Yeah, so first time since 2011. Yeah, they never beat Urban Meyer. But they did beat Ryan Day though. So they did. So they beat Ohio State. Yeah, won their division. Yep, and then they won um, the Big Ten. Yep, they just destroyed Iowa in the Big Ten championship, and then went on to get mollywopped by my Georgia Bulldogs in the college football playoff. Yes, so beat Ohio State, won the Big Ten, made the college football playoff. So yeah, and saved Jim Harbaugh his job. So of course, my mom sadly, their season did end, my mom tragically, but you know, I mean, it just had to happen. So, yes, I want to give an apology, yeah, to Nate the Great, yep, and any other Michigan fans. So, and anyway, so coming in at number 4, we have Michigan State. Yes, that other Michigan team. I had them going 6-6. I mean, which seemed realistic, given what they've been. The last couple of years they've been hanging around 500. So, but they actually went 10-2. Yep. So they were 4 games better than what I had. Yep, and they started out, they started out 8-0 before losing to Michigan, and then they also lost to no wait, they beat Michigan. That's right. So it started 8-0 including, or was it 9-0? Yeah, including a win over Michigan. So, but then they did end up losing to Purdue and Ohio State. So, but anyway, so yes, so they were a lot better than I that that than I thought they would be. I think that is mostly because of the yeah because of the Kenneth Walker bursting onto the scene. So, but anyway, yeah, the running back who I think he had transferred from Wake Forest. So, yeah, I think he was a backup at Wake Forest. So they just burst onto the scene at Michigan State. So, oh yeah, and then so they also went on to win their bowl game. Yeah, they beat Pitt in the Peach Bowl. So anyway, and then coming in at number 3, we have Wake Forest. Now, was Wake Forest. I did have them going 5-7, but they ended up being a lot better than that. They doubled their win total. Well, my predicted win total. Yes, they went 10-2. So with only losing to North Carolina and Clemson. They started out 8-0 before losing to North Carolina. And then and then getting obliterated by Clemson. So, but they still won the ACC Atlantic because that game against North Carolina was actually a non-conference game, so it didn't count. So it was why Wake Forest still won the Atlantic over Clemson despite the head-to-head loss. So, but anyway, and then they did go on to beat Rutgers in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Yep. Yeah, they were originally supposed to play Texas A&M, but they had to back out because of COVID. So then Rutgers stepped in to play instead. So I am so to all the Wake Forest fans, I'm sorry that I had y'all so undervalued. And then at number 2 we have the Oregon State Beavers. Yep, I had them going 2-10. So yeah, I had them only beating Hawaii and Idaho and losing to everyone else. I mean, because let's be honest, Oregon State has just been terrible for the past several years. Yes, they've been terrible. So yeah, they've been terrible. Only winning 2 or 3, 4 wins a year. So instead, this year they went 7-5. So yeah, so 7-5 is really a big deal for a program like Oregon State. So I think they were playing in their first bowl game, yeah, and had their first winning record since 2013. So, but anyway, so they went a perfect 6-0 at home, but they were but they were 1-5 on the road, and then they also lost to Utah State in their bowl game at the Jimmy Kimmel L.A. Bowl. Yep. So to finish up at 7-6. So they did have big wins. Yeah, they had a big win over Utah, who would go on to win the Pac-12. So also got wins over teams like Southern Cal and Washington. Teams that normally own them. So anyway, so big year. Yep. For the Beavers. Yeah, this is really a program building season. So now before we go on to number one, a couple of honorable mentions, right? Other teams I considered. Of course, we had Syracuse. I had them going 1-11. They went 5-7. The reason why I didn't include Syracuse is because, well, they really didn't do anything, right? They didn't make anything. They didn't win anything. Still a losing record. Still, didn't make a bowl. So didn't really do anything to garner any sort of attention. So that's why I didn't include Syracuse. You also had Oklahoma State. So for number 5, this was a choice between Oklahoma State and Michigan. Of course, just like Michigan, I had Oklahoma State 8-4, but they actually went 11-1. But the difference is Michigan won their conference and made the college football playoff, while Oklahoma State did not. So and also I guess another way that Michigan and Oklahoma State were similar is that they both beat just their yes, that they both beat their nemesis, right? They both had to overcome a team, just like a big brother, team who had a long time stood in their way. Yes, of course for Michigan this was Ohio State. For Oklahoma State this was Oklahoma. So I did end up going with Michigan for this 5th spot. Okay, so now and finally, coming in at number 1, we have the Baylor Bears. Yep, I know, yes, I was, really, um, stupid, because I had Baylor going 3-9. I figured, somebody's got to be the terrible team, right? Somebody's got to go 3-9, right? I mean, they only won two Big 12 games in 2020, so I just had them beating two nobodies and Kansas, so and then losing the rest of their games. I know it was stupid. So, but anyway, so Baylor did end up going 10-2. Let's see, they did lose to Oklahoma State in the regular season, and then they also lost to TCU. Yeah, really a head scratching loss. TCU was a 5-win team, so how did they lose to TCU? So, but anyway, but they did end up beating Oklahoma, which got them into the Big 12 championship with a rematch against Oklahoma State. So they won that, beat Oklahoma State, won the Big 12, and then they went on to beat Ole Miss in the Sugar Bowl. So yes, I want to give an apology, for Baylor man and all the other Baylor fans, and just want to say that I'm sorry about how much I undervalued your team. But anyway, so that's it. That's my top 5 most underrated teams, college football teams of 2021. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.